Drink till I'm drunk, smoke till I'm high, castle on the hill, wake up in the sky, you can't tell me I ain't fly. I know I'm super fly, I know I'm super fly. The ladies love luxury, that's why they in love with me. Out here with the moves, like I invented smooth. You can't tell me I ain't fly. I know I'm super fly, I know I'm super fly.
I stay fresh as hell, take a pic, I might as well. Hell, drop the top and take a selfie, my car drives itself. I got white girls blushing, homie, college girls rushing on me. All my diamonds custom, so they clutching and they touching on me. Ooh, think it's vegetables, ooh, think it's edible, ooh, it's incredible, ooh, ooh, ooh. I smell like bun number 99, section full of fine dimes. Bitches staring at me saying, wow.
Unforgettable, like that King Cole. Gucci berry wine, I'm drinking to yo. A one-man show, a human bankroll. She lost in the sauce, cause Gucci got the glow. I drink till I'm drunk, smoke till I'm high, castle on the hill, wake up in the sky. You can't tell me I ain't fly. I know I'm super fly, I know I'm super.
Ladies and gentlemen, this your journey in Jarrell's journal. Say it now, that's right. Nothing less but the best. This your journey in Jarrell's journal. Say it now, stand up. All over the globe. This your journey in Jarrell's journal. 2-6. In city, stand up. 2-6. This your journey in Jarrell's journal. Let's go. Bring it with me, the source of your information. Created to cover all sorts of sports and many players. In the making, there is none other like it. From the majors to the minors, it's tailored to be enlightening. To politic with the globe and unfold an athletic platform for the world to behold. Stay tuned as I cover your thoughts and views. Innovating a structure to stand taller for the player of the day, making way for tomorrow. Consistent content distributed with quality as passions of the youth get used, creating prodigies. The cornerstone for the call-ins and interviews, opinions, countdowns, trivia's the latest news. Bearing gifts, so this from me to you, guaranteed to be what you don't want to miss. So have a seat, cause I'm back.
And I'm back. It's Jarrell, man. What's going on? Welcome to Jarrell's Journal, a sports podcast focused on ethics and decision making to help spark change in our youth, straight to our young adults, to the professionals, to the head organizations. Today I have my uncle on, my man, Mr. Dwyane Wade Sr., man. He came on to our pop-up show not too long ago. He came, matter of fact, he took over, man. He's a wizard with the basketball, and we're going to talk a lot today. We're going to learn about him. We're going to talk playoffs. We're going to talk the bubble. We're going to talk about what's going on right now. But before we even get started, I want y'all to do a couple things. If you can, help me out. Go to the bottom, right there. There's a little icon, and it says share. I need you to share to 3 groups for me. All your sports groups, all your homeboys. Anybody that you would think they'll enjoy this, man, do a share for me. Also, I want to say this. This is a perfect time to get our minds right as a community and get out and vote. And not just vote, but also start a movement with the age group between 18 and 40. We definitely need to make a change and a difference and get this guy up out of here so we can see some peace and calming around the world. But without further ado, let me introduce my guy, Mr. Dwyane Wade Sr., aka Smooth.
What's up, bro? What's
my
up?
Man.
I'm vibing, man, to that music.
It's only right, man. How you feeling today, man?
I feel great, man. How you feel?
Man, I'm here, but I'm feeling good, man. It's always enjoyable when I got good vibe on, man.
No doubt.
Hey, look, you got all that heat, Wade, all that heat gear on, man. What's going on?
Man, we're in the playoffs, man. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's my little sleeper team.
That's your sleeper. Hey, let's talk about it real quick, because since we own it. You came up in a pop-up show. And you called it, I guess. You said the sleeper teams. Who were your sleeper teams? You said Miami and OKC, huh?
Yeah, Miami and OKC.
So who would have thought it, man? You got Jimmy Butler balling, taking control, doing this thing, and then you got CP3 looking like a vet.
Yeah, Bad boys. Yeah. Looking like
Bad boys. And I
yeah.
love it. It takes me back to the old 90s. And you can, I know you know about it, but it's old school basketball. What can you assess from early in the bubble to now in the playoffs with those two teams right now?
Man, that's the Bulls, man, they shocking me right now. You know what I'm saying? I remember one day I was in the barber shop and I told the fellas up in there, I was like, man, y'all are not gonna never see the Miami Heat nowhere near the championship in my lifetime. And so they proving me wrong right now, man. So I love it, man. I love the way that they playing. They got a lot of shooters on the team. Poster doing a great job with those guys, man, keeping them focused. And they doing their thing, man. And then, of course, Chris Paul, who would have knew that Chris Paul was going to go over to OKC and turn those guys into the new Detroit Pistons, man. And they balling right now, man. I'm looking for Game 7 tonight. It'd be very, very exciting, bro.
And we locked in. Hey, good. Hey, shout out to Fago, man. He said, keep grinding, Mr. Wade.
What up, Fago? That's what's up, man. Shout out to you.
Hey, look, real quick, before we get back into the talk about some bubble action, let's learn about Mr. Dwyane Wade Sr. Can you just tell us a little bit about your background?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois, South Side. Yeah, they say it's the worst side other than the West Side. But you know what I'm saying? Born and raised on the South Side of Chicago. Went to Simeon, the Derrick Rose and them team. You know, that's where they come from. I went to Simeon too.
Okay.
My motto. Right now, currently, been living in Miami for 15 years. Doing my thing. I had a non-for-profit way before I came here. I'm somewhere around 38 years in non-for-profit, working in the community. I first called it Us for Kids and Kids for Us, and when my son went to the league, we changed the non-for-profit over to Pro Pops Foundation. That's where we're at today. Doing great. Every year for the last 13 years, because we missed this year, I do a 4-day Father's Day weekend, and it's awesome, man. A whole lot of mentoring, a whole lot of educating the kids about, other things other than basketball, other things other than sports, letting them know that there's other areas that they can go into and be successful in. So I'm having a lot of fun, man. And then, I got my podcast going on. I'm just all over the place, man. Got my podcast,
Tell us about your podcast. Like, what do you focus on in your podcast, and what's the name again?
The name of it is Way Different. Anybody is way different to me. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you're doing out here to be different. We focus on bringing the people up in Miami, because a lot of people leave their people behind or leave us behind, and we're part of giving them a voice and making their voice heard down here. So we're trying to be positive when it comes to the vibe down here in Miami.
That's definitely needed, and that's universal. I like it. I definitely like it. And once again, we got to talking behind the scenes. Tell me a little bit about your sports background, what sports you played, and enlighten your viewers something they didn't know about you as an athlete.
I played baseball. I actually played 7 sports, but my number one sport was baseball. And, I played all positions, bat with power on both sides. I was an incredible ball player, they said back in the day. I was one of the elites players in my time in Illinois. And I missed my calling. But, my son, he brought it back. And, I boxed too. I boxed and actually, I don't know if you guys remember Alfonso Ratliff. He was
I remember the name.
cruiserweight champion of the world. I was his sparring partner back in the day. So
stop playing.
Yeah. I did a little bit, man. A little bit in sports.
Hey, so don't sleep on you though. Don't sleep on you with the hand.
Because every time I say this one right here, everybody be like, "What?" Because we used to figure skate back in the day, and I was like, the only black guy, in the tournaments and figure skating. So I learned the hard way, though. You know what I'm saying? I fell on the ice and got a concussion, and that moved me to want to learn how to figure skate. So I was a figure skater.
So now you're talking my language. You not figure skating, but baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah, man. Hey, so tell me this: who was your favorite player, and or who was those guys you're looking up to around your time growing up?
Man, it was so many, because I was watching the Cubs back there, in '69 and stuff like that, and it was Billy Williams, Jim Hickman, Jose Cardinale.
Show me that. What's that?
Ron Santo, Don Kessinger, I mean, it was on the Cubs back then. They didn't win the championship, but they should have. But my boy was the most awesome man. I loved him so much. I patented my game behind him. If he slid into first base, I slid into first base. If he stole home, I stole home. So let me give it to y'all.
That joker fresh. Hey, pull it up a little.
Rose and
that's fire.
All of those stats right there, nobody has broke those stats on there. So that's my man right there.
Hey, my Shaw University baseball teammates, man. If you look and check that out, man.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, see, I'm Atlanta guy. So my team is Atlanta, but like I told you, my favorite player was Derek Jeter. I ain't never seen somebody so much or so smooth in that middle infield. So that's who I patted my game behind. Who would you compare yourself to, like as a baseball player? Your game, your style.
I don't think anybody had as much talent as me coming up. You know, playing so many positions. But if I had to say somebody. I don't even know, because Roberto Clemente was like my favorite of all times, you know, other than Pete Rose. So I don't know nobody that played as many positions me other than Pete, man. So I wanted to be like the Black Pete Rose. So I give it to you. Yeah. I
got you. Hey man, I bet you wouldn't want to see me on that mound though, bro.
You wouldn't want to see me at the bat. And I could throw a little bit from the mound too while we talking.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I mean, I was all right. I wasn't the fastest, but you catch a 90, 89, maybe 90 on a good day.
That's practice for me.
I know that's right. Tell me something else, man. Hey, I always compliment you on your fashion.
Yeah.
You had to pass it down to D Wade, man. What inspires you about fashion? What you love about the game, man?
You know, when I was coming up, man, we were really poor, and we didn't have a lot of things, you know. So once I got to the point where I could have something, you know, all my kids was grown, and then at that time I could, you know, have something. I started dressing, but way back in the day when I really didn't have a lot, I used to dress up on Fridays all the time, and you know, I would send my clothes to the cleaners earlier in the week, and then on Friday I would dress up. I was running the dock as a supervisor. And I was like the only dude in a suit in the whole building, you know what I'm saying? and I was pulling in trucks, you know, pulling the trucks in and taking the skiers off the truck in the suit.
Okay.
So I think he got it from me, but you know what I'm saying, he got his own style now. It's a lot better than mine, you know. Of course, it's a little bit more expensive than mine.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Hey, fashion is, you know, it intertwines with sports. So, you know, there's nothing to it. And I got one other question. And matter of fact, before I even go on, anyone watching, if you have any questions that you would like to ask Mr. Dwyane Wade Sr., please go into our comments and, you know, post your questions. We definitely will address it. If you're on my personal Facebook page or my business page, we'll definitely be able to see it. So any questions you have, don't, you know, hesitate. Go ahead, throw it down, and we're going to answer those. But my other question I wanted to know is, at what point, as you know, as being a father, did you notice a little difference in your son? Like, okay, maybe he got some, or you just saw him like that growth in him.
I want to say it took Dwyane a while, because you know he was a very shy kid, real quiet, and we pretty much had to beat the game in him. And you know, when he made that commercial, fall down 7, get up 8, he was telling the truth. He was knocked down 7 times. He had to get up at least 8. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I probably saw it about his sophomore year. Dwyane didn't start, you know, when he was really young, and then he came on about his sophomore year. And well, actually, in 8th grade, he went down somewhere in Iowa or something like that, and the starting guard got hurt, and Dwyane came on, and he never sat down again. But me as a coach, when I was coaching him, you know, he'll start, but he'll go out there and do something I ain't like, and I'll put him back on the bench. So, so me and him, you know, we used to run in all the time.
I got you.
Yeah, but you know, that's father and son, you know, until you get it like he wanted, you know what I'm saying? But he did it far better than I thought he ever was gonna do it, you know.
Now that's awesome, because I was looking at they had an ESPN special just the other day, and they were had Dwyane talking about you. He said, "You do something that our fathers down here in Fayetteville do because we got the military right here." He said, yeah, "Pops never let up on us." He said, "Yeah, you played them like grown men."
Oh
And
yeah,
that's how we got it down here, man.
yeah. And I was in the military, so yeah, you got it both ways. Yeah.
Hey, look, you got a quick question. My man Mayo. He said, "Hey, has your son ever dunked on you?"
Yeah, I mean, once he got older, you know what I'm saying? I was the dunker at first, but once he got older, he dunked on me. And actually, I went to Greece with him. I believe it was '05, something like that. And we was on top of the ship. And yeah, he messed over me up there. Ever since then, I ain't never been able to beat him. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think well, he dunked on me before though, but you know we ain't played in a long time, really. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got
yeah,
the knees no more. But back in the day, you didn't want to see me.
I know that's right. Hey, look, I would have loved to see you back in the day, man. Because hey, man, that's basketball and baseball. Those are my two sports. I ain't gonna lie, I played some football too, though.
I play football.
Yeah, man, I'm just a sports guy. You put me on the
Yeah,
field with the ball, it's over.
yeah,
But before we even get into basketball, one last thing. You got a future endeavor coming up, and I definitely want the war to be on notice about it. Tell us about your endeavors is making a movie about your life.
yeah. You know, growing up in Chicago, it's not every day that you make it out of there, and it's not every day that your kids make it out of Chicago. And I've been fortunate to make it out, and all my kids make it out. And I had a hand in raising 12 kids altogether. So just growing up in Chicago was rough. And I thought, once my son got out the league and got through, with his career, then I could do something about myself. And I have a lot to talk about, and I have a lot to, show the world. So I'm getting ready to do a movie about my life, and we just got through, getting the writings, and we reading over it right now and tweaking it, and I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a great movie. Y'all watch out for
So,
it.
and you know we're gonna be promoting it hard. You know I will, man. And then we're gonna share it around all the homies. We're gonna share it and promote it, and we're gonna make it big, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, no
So,
doubt.
so real quick, let's talk about what we came to talk about. It
Okay,
is basketball. It is playoff time. We've
man.
been getting some good games. I'm talking about going to Game 7. Let's go ahead and bring up the. Okay, now my computer want to act slow. Give me 1 second, brother. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up the playoffs and what we're looking at. So in the East, we got Miami heading up with the Bucks and
hmm
Toronto and Boston going head to head. Let's start with Miami and the Bucks, man. That was your sleeper pick, right?
Yeah, my sleeper was Miami because I live down here and I didn't think they had it, but I'm wrong. I could be wrong, and they look good. Like I told everybody a week ago, they got a lot of shooters. They got a lot of bench players. They can go down at least as far as deep as probably 11 men off that bench that can give it to you every night out. And so they look real good. And plus, they play defense. So when you
Mhm.
got a team that can shoot and can play defense, they're going to give you some problems. And right now, I think Milwaukee is getting everything they can handle right now.
I know that's right. And you know what? Miami has a lot of, I like to call them tier 2 players, but they play together.
Hmm.
And then Gannis, the Greek
Giannis.
Giannis, yeah, I messed it all up, but he's been getting a lot of flack for not taking on Jimmy. Should he be taking him on, like just as a leader? Should he be taking him on defensively, at least come fourth quarter?
He might be a little slow for Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy can fool you a little bit. So it depends. With them setting screens for Jimmy and stuff like that, it could become a problem for Giannis. So I don't think I would put Giannis on him, but if I had to, I would mostly double down on him.
You would double down on Jimmy?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey
I
man,
double down with Giannis. Yeah.
so what do you think about what should the Bucks be doing more of? Like Giannis is going to get his, and he's been getting his, but the support hasn't been there right now.
Yeah. Bledsoe, what is it? Bledsoe.
Bledsoe, yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing. they go as far as he goes because he's their leader, he's their flow general. He makes them go, and he can get it anytime he wants to. He can get his own. So they missing him, and Chris Middleton, he basically is just a outside shooter, and we can play defense and stop him out there. Then all we gotta do is worry about shutting down Giannis. And Giannis is he's a two-way player, but you gotta have some support, and he don't have enough support. I don't think. I could be wrong. Who was it? Denver just came back down from 3-1.
3-1, yep.
And made a fool out of me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think they could do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible that Giannis could, put the team on his back and they can pull it out. But let's see.
But do you see them going like 3-1 though? Like coming back, like right now, Miami's up 77, down by 10. Milwaukee got 67. If they lose tonight, do you think that'll put them in some kind of hole, or do you think they're strong enough to come back from down 2-0?
Frankly, I think that the Miami Heat have more shooters, and they can deal with the Milwaukee Bucks, and they probably can go on to the next round. Which is shocking, man, to see the Heat come back so fast after losing LeBron, Wade, and Bosh and them. So let's see. We got to wait and see, but it's possible. Anything's possible, man, in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? This is where it all happens at. And today, everybody got like 3 to 4 players on their team that could step up at any minute. So I'm excited about the playoffs and what they're doing, all the teams.
But that's one of the things you're definitely right about that. Everybody got, it could be anybody's game that night. Mm-hmm. But the people that we're expecting to show up, like our superstars, especially on our strong teams, I'm like, where they at? Where they at, man? So, like, even with AD, he does his thing one game, but I'm looking for him to be more consistent, man.
Yeah, it's a big stage for them to be on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people haven't had that chance to really be on that stage, so they don't know what it's like. And then it's like I always told my son, every day out, you have to get better and better to be qualified as a great player. You just can't come out there one night and hit 40 and think everybody gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's every night out. You got to be that type of player. And he amazed me by being that type of player. And that's what they got to do every night out. All the players. When you say NBA, everybody in the NBA is considered
a great player,
a good player. Yeah. And so every night out, they need to work harder. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on your game if you want to ring, bro.
I know that's right. Hey, so let's go over to the another series that blowing my mind right now, and I think you picked them to do pretty good. That's Boston versus Toronto. Which, by my surprise, I am surprised that Toronto is down right now.
Yeah.
0-2.
Actually, what was it? A week ago, I picked Toronto over Boston. Because my boy is Jaylen Brown on that team.
Okay.
But I actually picked Toronto over them, but it ain't looking good right now. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't looking good. Boston is starting to pan out, even though they lost, one of their top tier players. But it's going to be a fight though to the end. I think Toronto going to come back and maybe tie it up 2-2. Something like that, and keep going. I don't think it's going to end before 6.
I don't think so either. The thing, both of them are kind of evenly matched. They have a nice supporting cast on both sides. Everybody is showing up, and everybody plays team ball. What is right now? Do you think Toronto has to increase on right now that they're lacking in this series specifically?
I just think Ibaka hasn't stepped up like he normally plays. And Pascal, right now he's fumbling this year. So I believe that if those two step up, then everybody else will follow, and they'll be all right. Other than that, I think they're okay.
Gotcha. And big shout out to Dr. Key. How you doing?
Beverly Key in the house.
I always got to show love. So let's go over real quick. So we got the East. Those are 2 games that we're really watching and keeping an eye on. But in the West, we got something going on, something brewing. We actually going to Game 7, and I think they only going to Game 7 because Chris Paul had on his Shaw University shoes on his HBCU tour. But we're going to a game 7. What you are looking for tonight, man? Because it's coming on. We getting off to make sure we watch this game.
Yeah, before we get to that game, I want to shout out to my boy Scott Clounch on there. He said you got to work on your game if you want to reign, like D-Wade singing. Yo, but hey man, like I said, in the beginning, OKC was a sleeper team. They got a lot of talent over there, and then they got a great leader in Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I know his dad pretty well, and I know he's excited about what his son is doing over there in Oklahoma this year. Right now, tonight is a big game for them, and it's a big game for who they playing.
They OKC playing
Houston.
That was my
Man,
sleeper.
Houston. Yeah, well, I mean, everybody probably picked Houston. You got Westbrook and Harden, but the thing is it's not enough ball for both of them, really. You know what I'm saying? And if they get more of their team involved in the first half, and then they come and they lead by example in the second half, I think it'll be a better chance for them. But for me, I just want to see OKC, become that sleeper for me, man, because I believe in Chris Paul. I like Westbrook. I like Harden.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, they've been together once before. They didn't get it done. Let's see if they can get it done this time. I'm not sure, but
my only thing, like with we just getting Westbrook back.
Yeah.
And we're not seeing the production we normally see out of them. Like right now, West is averaging the lowest shooting.
12?
Yeah, he's averaging the lowest shooting percentage in the league.
Yeah, I mean, injuries, man, and you don't really bounce back that fast from injuries. And you talking about getting hurt in the bubble and then bouncing back. Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Depends on what type of injury he had. But I'm pretty sure tonight he's gonna come to play. He played last night, but I think he was a little bit out of control.
Yeah,
the night before last. Yeah, but I think he'll bring his A game tonight. I think it's gonna be a close game. And it just matters down the stretch who got the best.
And then on the OKC side, I'm watching the games, and what I noticed is they played a good ball, but they're like a gradual team. So as the game goes on, their shooting percentage goes up. Turnovers is a big thing on both sides of the ball for Houston and OKC. I got to see it early in the game.
If OKC can curb the turnovers, they normally play a slow game because they want to preserve their selves until the second half, the fourth quarter. And that's when I was coaching. I want to see a team preserve itself and win the game in the fourth quarters. And I think that's what they do a lot of times is they pace themselves so that they can have that extra in the fourth quarter. So look for that tonight. And you saw that the other night. Where they preserved themselves to the fourth quarter.
What do you? So real quick before we leave out at OKC and Houston, what are you looking at of Harden? Because he's been jacking up a lot of shots where we normally see him drain. So his percentage kind of dipped too a little.
Well, as everybody know, Harden has had a hard time when it comes to the playoffs, and maybe it's happening again. You know what I'm saying? It might be happening again for Harden. Let's hope not. Let's hope he step up tonight and he can knock down some shots for Houston so that they can move on to the next round. But that's his MO. You know what I'm saying? He gets in the playoff and he get lost. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's his beard, they said. I don't know.
Hey, and that's my man Ed Wilson right on time. E. Wilson, he said you have to contain either Brody or the beard to have a chance to get the W.
Yeah, no doubt. But it's gonna be a great game, man. I like Adam in the middle for OKC. You know what I'm saying? He a beast down there. You know what I'm saying? Then they got that young boy. I think he a rookie, or maybe in his second year. And he's playing good.
Are you talking about guard?
Yeah, guard.
Schroeder.
Not Gilchrist. I forgot his name. Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually playing, good. If he'll shoot the ball more, because I'll be looking at him, I'll be like, man, shoot the ball more. Because, he's an athletic, boy, and he sometime, you know what I'm saying? The last game he was sometime, but he actually could shoot. So
yeah.
I be wanting to shoot. That's on OKC, yeah.
Now, before we go on, I do have one more question. Who do you like as a young player on both East and West? Who's like one of these star players that you're looking at to be up and coming?
Well, my boy is Donovan Mitchell, but before I get to Donovan, you got to give big ups to Jamal Murray for taking them to the next level, man. I think he scored like 159 points in 4 games, something like that, man. That's incredible. I always knew that if he worked hard, that he could be that type of player. I wanted to get in his ear and tell him. I had the chance to get in Donovan's ear a couple of years ago in Cali. And I told him, you're going to be a great player. You just got to come out there and work hard every night. And I always wanted to tell Jamal that, but, he come off that injury this year and he stepped up. And so he didn't surprise me at all. So he's one of the most elite players coming up. And, of course, Donovan Mitchell, man, my dude, man, they calling him 2.0 Wade, but
hey,
you know
look,
what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I got to say, too, we were going to talk to him. My man, Stephen A. Smith, said that Donovan Mitchell is the 2-point version of a Dwyane Wade, and he has arrived. How you feel about that? You agree with that, man?
Well, you know what?
I think that's putting a lot on it, man. Dwyane, hey, your son was my guy, man.
You know what, if anybody can handle it, I think it is Donovan Mitchell. He can handle being 2.0 Wade then, because Donovan is a great athlete. He knows how to carry the team on his back, and he knows how to, be a team player. So if anybody can be 2.0 Wade, it probably should be Donovan Mitchell, man.
Hey, I think it's a lot to put on his shoulders, but if you say it, I love it, man.
Well, you're talking about he got to be great, so that means he got another level to go to. So, yeah, but hey, it's possible, man. You know what? There's always going to be somebody as good or better than the next person. Yeah,
always. So let's go over to the Clippers and Nuggets. I think this is going to be a good one, man. And you were just talking about Murray, man, but they were down 3-1. Murray has been doing something that I really loved. He's him and a few other young players are taking their teams on their back. And I've been looking for, LeBron to do this. Kyrie, not Kyrie, but Kawhi does it. But I've been looking for these stars to do what these young boys are doing. What do you think? How you think they'll match up against the Clippers?
Before I say that, let me just say, man, if I had my way, and I didn't look at it like this last week when I was on the show. If I had my way, I would love to see Luka Doncic. I love to see him in the championship, bro, because the way he carried that team on his back and the way he can get his own, man, that's scary. That's scary, bro.
It is.
And I would have loved to see him right now. I would have loved him to be that team out the West, because he played like a champion, bro. He played like he had pedigree, bro. But hey, Jamal Murray got his hands full right now, playing against my team, which is the Clippers. My number one team out the West. One thing I can say about Jamal is that he shot a lot in the last series. You don't shoot like that every night now. You don't shoot like that every night. So it might not be the same in this series. We're gonna put a little bit more defense on you this time too. So if he gonna carry all that weight, he gonna have to shoot like he did in the last series. But I don't think he gonna get those many looks in this one. No, the defense gonna be there. But he can get his own. But again, you have to be a team player when you playing in the playoffs. And then you have to know when to take over a game. So if he can remain hot, then I see him doing, I see him maybe knocking off the Clippers, but he has to be a team player in the first half. And then the second half, you can, take over and try to, will them to the fourth quarter and win.
And you're absolutely right. And I think you said it before, man. Basketball is a game of spurts.
Runs.
Runs. What I liked about him was he was definitely penetrating and penetrating the middle and he wasn't trying to take a lot of threes. He was taking good looks, high percentage shots. I want to see what the Clippers going to do, because I think they're going to give them a run. I know Pat Beverly coming back.
Yeah, Mr. Defense.
Yeah,
another Chicago boy. Yeah,
I like him too. He's a dog, man. Pat a dog.
Yeah. But you know what? The guys that don't get me wrong, the guys that come out of Chicago, man, we play street ball like it's no tomorrow. So a lot of those guys, they come up playing hard. They come up playing grown-ups when they was kids. And so when Patrick Beverly is on that flow, he adds a whole lot more to the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else and kind of get to the wing and do their thing. But Patrick Beverly is a beast on defense for any size man.
Yes. Now, quick. We were talking about this before. Who is gonna stop my man Jokic though in this series? Who is gonna stop him, man? What they gonna do?
Well, that's to be seen. That's to be seen for sure, man. I think the Clippers defense. The Clippers defense will show up. They all play defense pretty well. They're gonna have to deal with their defense. So we'll see if Denver can deal with their defense. And not to mention, my boy Gary Harris is over there on Denver too, man. He's just coming back off of injury reserve. But it's gonna be good to see, man. I'm gonna see who gonna win. I got some boys over there in Denver, and I got some in Clippers. So at the Clippers, so I want to see a great series, man. But I believe the Clippers are handed to them. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll beat them out. Jokic is a beast, though, bro. Between him and Luka, I don't know, bro.
Hey, look, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you. You gonna go with the Clippers? I'm gonna rock with Denver. I think them young boys they hungry. I like the hunger. I like the hunger in it, and I think Jokic is gonna be the difference in that over Kawhi. Over Kawhi.
Now, I doubt that, but we'll see. You messing with the West. The West is deep, man. Like you see how the East got through early. That's because they the weaker division, and I think you messing with the West, man. It's gonna be some great games. At the end of the night, I think Kawhi and them gonna come through, man. Patrick Beverly and don't forget Lou Williams, bro, the sixth man. Yeah. And speaking of the sixth man, did they announce the sixth man yet?
I haven't heard anything. I heard. As a matter of fact, you guys in the pop-up.
I won a couple.
Yeah, you won a couple. You got Brandon Ingram. You got Brandon Ingram from Most Improved. Yeah. And then
I won two. I didn't get MVP. They haven't announced it, right?
I don't think so. Hey, help us out.
It was a defensive player, and rookie of the year. I got the rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Even though I wanted my man for the Heat, but defensive player. I wanted it to be it was Giannis. It should have. I would think it was Adebayo. I think it was something like that.
I'm gonna go look it up and we're gonna check it out. Oh, real quick update. Your boys came back.
Who?
Miami
or Milwaukee.
Excuse me. Milwaukee done came back a little. It was
in the third quarter.
We're in the third quarter with 53 seconds left. That was tied. Now it's 87 Miami to 85. Or excuse me, he just scored 88 to 84. Miami up only by 4 now.
Yeah, it's always a fourth quarter game, man, with me. You know what I'm saying? So the party ain't over to the fourth quarter. Even in football, I only watch the second half because it doesn't matter until the fourth quarter. So the party is in the fourth quarter.
It always is. Now, real quick, I done got thrown off from trying to catch the score for us. But what I wanted to ask you is, there we go. We are officially on Jarrell's Journal, dethroning the title of Playoff P. We taking it away from Paul George because he ain't showing up to the party yet. He ain't showing up to party with the game. He don't want to play with nobody. Who would you give it to? Who would you give a title to right now in the bubble playoff for balling and who's looking like they are hungry and they showed up?
I mean, it's easily could go to Jamal Murray, but I think we need to go to the Eastern and Western Conference Final before we give that award out. You know what I'm saying? Depends on who makes it to that last level and do their job. To me, so it's easily can go to Jamal, and I'll probably wait until we see who wins the East and who wins the West.
Got you. Now we got. Well, what I want to know right now is we know who our sleeper was. What do you think the outcomes are knowing we're going into the second round of playoffs? Who are you going to choose or change your team as far as who you think going to the championship, or are you going to stick with the Clip of LA? Excuse me.
I'm gonna stick with the Clippers on the West, and I'm gonna stick with I had Toronto, and I just had the Heat a sleeper and OKC a sleeper. So I'm gonna stick with my picks. Toronto, even though Boston banging them upside their head, I'm gonna have to stay with my team, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't go out now because they down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stay with them, and I'm gonna stay with the Clippers in the West, no doubt.
Okay, I'm just hoping something don't happen like one of these teams on the East that are playing good team ball beat out like the Bucks, and they don't match up well with a team in the West, and don't even give them no kind of up. You know,
Well,
no
the team that looks the best is Boston right now in the East. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Other than Miami, so it'll be a battle if it's Miami and Boston versus Toronto and Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that Miami makes it out of this round, and then it's hopefully Toronto. But Boston is scary, man, for sure.
Boston is, man. I tell you, I'm definitely a Tatum fan. You got Morris, but hey, what's up? Like, what's up with Kyle? My
Kyle
man,
Lowry,
Kimba. When is he
Kimba.
gonna show up? I know you said he don't like big game opportunities, but he's been paid all this money. He gotta like it. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Where you at, bro?
You know what? A lot of them getting paid big money. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could make that type of money they make it. Every time I look at them numbers, I'll be like, God. But you know what? Kimber right now, he hasn't been on this stage before. I think this is his first time in the playoff.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He's trying to get his feet wet. And I think he's a little nervous. So I think he'll show up if they keep playing. I think he'll start to show up. But he just gotta, get the jitters out. And he'll be all right. He's an excellent ball player, man. He's a killer to be a little man. He's actually a good ball player. I love to watch him. I think what he leads I think he lead the NBA in 3-point attempts or something like that in the bubble.
Okay.
I believe in the bubble. Yeah, I think he lead like the attempts in the bubble. But he'll be all right, man. You know what? I think he's a little nervous. You know
and that makes sense because the last game when they had a little streak, he started to get more and feel himself and started actually dropping some buckets. So
believe this. If he do come to play, y'all watch out, because it ain't gonna be no doubt that Boston will win. Because that little man right there can really play, bro.
That's what I'm waiting for, man. I'm waiting for it. And on the real, I want to say this, all my Laker fans, I don't think this is the year for y'all, man. I don't think this is the year.
Well, I love LeBron, man, and I do, man. But when it comes to basketball, man, I get to pick and choose who I want. So this year, I'm thinking that Kawhi is gonna make history. That's what I'm looking forward to. I think he can make history. The first ball player to win on three different teams. So that's what I'm looking for this year.
Yeah, I'm retracting my statement. I don't. My sleeper squad, they in it right now, but I don't think it's gonna last too long. I don't like how it's gelling out. So I think Houston's gonna get up out of here with the Lakers. I'm just gonna put that out there again, and then it's gonna be up to the Nuggets and the Clippers on the West.
Do your thing, man. That's what's up. I like that in you. Let me give a shout out to a man that made everybody greater, man. John Thompson, man. What an incredible man. He won 2 championships with the Boston Celtics. Yeah. He coached for Georgetown with players like Allen Iverson, Patrick Ewing. Man, an incredible coach, incredible leader. I think we all as coaches patterned our style behind him in a way, and we all admired him, man. What an unbelievable guy. Shouts out to his family, an unbelievable guy that you guys had, and my condolences go out to Mr. John Thompson family. I just hope there's more coaches out here that he touched and they watched him do the things he did on the levels that he did, and it could be more black coaches out here like him that can carry teams to that amazing level.
Man, thank you for even saying that. It slipped my mind. And he is a legend. I grew up, as a black young man, who didn't want to go play for Georgetown under Coach Thompson? And I miss those type of coaches with that kind of pedigree that'll get on you and not scared of you and your parents, like, this generation, and better you as a young man growing up, man.
Yeah, he was like a father to everybody, man. And those black coaches that are in the NBA, I believe most of them looked up to John Thompson, man. And and that's why a lot of them where they at today. You know,
Mhm.
congratulations to those black coaches that's made it to that level.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I mean, it's so much going on this year. You know, they say, deaths happen in three, and we just had three major ones just this week.
Yeah.
But send all condolences out to, Mr. Thompson and all the other, not just celebrities, but all the families being affected by all this chaos going on.
Right, no doubt.
Yeah, man. But we running up. Any last things you want to say, Mr. Wade?
No, man, it's on you, man. You already done picked Houston against my team. You know, if y'all make it out of here tonight, so I'm gonna be sitting back watching you get torched tonight, so that I can get you up tomorrow.
Hey, I would love a third dope game 7. So if they go head to head in the last minutes and it's neck and neck, I would love it. So I wasn't wrong with my picks. I said I just wanted to see a good game, and I've been surprised. I love it.
Be surprised. You might get another game 7 in the next round. You know what I'm saying? There's some these guys are stepping up and playing ball, man. So you might get another 7 games out of this. It was amazing watching Utah and Denver, and
Yeah.
it's amazing watching this game tonight, man. Hopefully, you get your wish, but I doubt it.
Hey, hey, look. Hey, so, real quick, what do you think? Two teams. I want to know what you think about two teams before we go. What do you think that Dallas is missing? Because I was real surprised by Dallas this year, especially in the bubble. They got it. We Porzingis was hurt, but with that factor, do you think they're still one player away from being like a dominant team in the West?
It depends on the one player, but actually they have a nice team. I believe if they get a pure guard that can facilitate for those guys, and they can get his own, then I think they'll be all right. But other than that, I like where they at right now with their team. I think they could be a force in the coming years. So I don't think they need that much. They pretty much got it. Hardaway, those guys on the wing is doing a pretty good job. So
Forgot about Hardaway.
If you say one player away, I'm not sure if they one player away unless he's a point guard that can facilitate for him and get his own. And that's what they're missing, if anything.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking more of just someone off the bench. So when they come, put one of the stars on the bench, he can just contribute to keeping that lead. But yeah, a nice point guard would help out. But that Hardaway, I like him too. That's my guy.
Yeah, there's always some rookie that comes up that you never expect, and they do the job that you're looking for. So don't think that it can't happen. There's probably a rookie on that bench over there that's waiting to get his chance, and that's the man that they're away from. The one man that they're away.
And I want you to step into the GM role. What would you do? You had a great series in Utah, but you got Donovan and big man Rudy. Are you gonna break them up, or what we gonna do? We gonna keep them together? What you gonna do, Jim?
Who are you gonna get for him though? That's my question. Who am I gonna get? I'm not gonna send Donovan anywhere. But Definitely. If I send Rudy somewhere, who are you gonna get for Rudy? That's gonna make you better next year. That'll be the question for me. Am I gonna get a big man that's gonna give me more than Rudy is giving me? Other than that, I'll keep them together and hope for another player, maybe a wing or something that actually can shoot that rock. You know what I'm saying? That can get us to the next level. But I don't think I'll break them up right now. I keep them together and pray that we get another player.
Got you. That sounds good to me because I really like them together. I was not surprised, but I like how Rudy he cleans up down low. I like the big man presence.
You know what? For me, if I was the GM, I'll take Rudy by the side and tell him, look here, you're going to have to learn how to play ball a little bit better, my brother. I mean, you block shots, you know what I'm saying? You pick and roll good, but that's not all we need out of you. You know what I'm saying? We need you to play more defense, and we need you to be a bigger time scorer. You need to ask for the ball more. You want the ball because you want to score. So if he score more and he plays better defense, move his feet, I think he'd be a better player. He's too quiet. Wake up, man. It's time.
Hey,
we're making millions and millions of dollars out here. Get paid the right way.
That's facts, though.
Great. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. That's real. I think he can grow a little and definitely improve in a little area. Stop doing stupid stuff like passing the corona around and getting your teammates mad.
Man, don't put it like that. That was unfortunate, my brother.
That was stupid too, man. You can't make them comments, man.
You know what? You never know though. Next year, hopefully, my grandson, make the draft. And just I believe yesterday, I called him up and I told him, I seen him film. He was, working out, and he was doing float shots. And I called him up and I said, "Yo, bro, you floating, but you floating to the left, and you're not facing up to the basket." So hopefully, that brother learn how to float shot by next year. Next year, y'all get to see the greatness in the Wade family come back.
Hey, what grade is he in? Because I'm behind on high school. I know he's up there.
Just graduated out of high school, so he's doing a fifth year in a prep school, and then next year he's going to enter the draft probably.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Because I did see a lot of them on, a lot of footage of him, Bronny, and there's another young man. I can't think of his name. Michael Williams, I want to say.
Oh yeah, Mikey, like 15. He might have just made 16. He's the awesome athlete. Yeah,
he's only 15.
He probably just made 16 if he's 16, but he's like 15. A couple of months ago, he was 15 years old. Mikey, baller though, bro.
Yeah, I was looking at him, trying to catch up on him. And I thought he was like a junior, senior, getting ready to get up out of there.
I think he's like 16. He might be 17, but I think he's like 16 years old. But what a ball player!
Yeah,
ready. I think
he got to watch it. He got to work on that shot though. I saw that.
He's a junior this year.
Yeah,
he's going to be the junior. I haven't seen him really shoot.
I don't like a shot.
He mostly be dunking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what they were hyping up. I see a little attitude in him. I would love to talk to him and get him right in that area.
That's me, man. I be wanting to just talk to him and let him know, man, it's another level you can go to, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty much it, man. I've always preached that to everybody, that I come in contact with. So, like when I was coaching, man, I even turned girls into players that wasn't even players that was tripping over their shoestrings, bro.
Oh, word.
Yeah, turned them into players. You know what I'm
saying? So you coach women's too. Shout out to Marv. That's one of my best friends, man.
What's up, Marv? Hey, I coached girls in high school for 2 years, almost 3 years, and then I coached boys in high school as well. But I coached Dwyane back in the day through grade school, all the way through grade school. Every league that he played in before he got to high school, I was his coach. So we won a lot of games back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around a long time coaching. You just get tired of it after a while, especially if you're not winning. You know what I'm saying? You be like, forget it. I could do something else. But I love the game. If I could have did it on a college level or NBA level, real quick, my man that used to coach for he used to be the assistant coach for the Miami Heat, and he went on to New York as a coach. Me and him won a championship in Dwyane's fantasy camp.
Okay. What's his name?
I'm speechless right now. I forgot his name.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think which. Okay, go ahead.
New York. I forgot his name right now, but we won a championship together in Dwyane's fantasy camp. He knows what I could do as a coach. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. I think I'm one of the only people that played in a fantasy camp and coached in a fantasy camp and won championship on both sides. So,
gotcha. Yeah. So can we be looking forward to somewhere in the near future, possibly making another coaching run?
I mean, if they're gonna pay me.
Hey, I know that's right.
If they gonna pay me, man, I'll probably do so, man, But don't forget, if you're in Miami this year, man, if we get a chance to do that Father's Day weekend again, I play 9 inning baseball game every Father's Day. And I play 9 innings. I might knock in about 7 runs that game. I might be a little old, but I still got that swing.
Hey man, let's link some. It's so hard to tell in this kind of climate and with everything going on. But I'm gonna definitely start planning for it because I got to get back on the field. I'm too competitive, man. I just can't play. They be like, "Why don't you play softball?" I don't want to get mad at some old lady, man, because she ain't.
That's me, man. Have you ever played piggy before?
Say that again.
You ever played piggy before? You don't even know what that is, huh?
Go ahead and explain it to me.
I thought you was from Atlanta.
No. I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, that's why you don't know what it is.
What's Piggy?
So Piggy is a game that you play so that you could teach everybody else about the softball. Because, you know, when we was coming up, we also played 16-inch softball. You ever seen the 16-inch softball? This is the bigger one, not the 12-inch. The one.
Nah, I haven't seen a 16-inch. No.
Yeah, 16-inch. It's a lot of teams around Chicago. A whole lot of teams, like job teams. There's hundreds of them that plays in tournaments around Chicago, 16-inch. And we teach them. That's the game we play on Father's Day, 16-inch. And we teach the family how to play Piggy. So Piggy is you got to catch the ball on a high fly without fumbling, or you got to catch it on one bounce without fumbling. Then it's your bat. You can stay up there, nobody catch it while you hit it. But if you swing and you miss and the back catch, you get it, then you got a back catch. Or pitch it, you got to pitch. So Piggy is the game that we get everybody used to the game. So that you play our game. There's 9 innings, but it's fun. So
I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I've never heard of that before, man.
Yeah, that's fun for the family. That's how they get to learn. Because we still it's teams out there in Chicago. They play with 10 gloves. When I came up, we was playing with hands. I'm still playing with my hands. So our game, we don't have gloves. We still playing with our hands because that's how I came up.
That's how you get. Yeah, and I did that too. Yeah, we played a lot of.
You gotta teach the family how to play with their hands. They'd be scared of that ball, but
that's how you get them soft hands. Really, you put on the glove, it's nothing.
Man, you know what? The glove takes away from the game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stopped playing it, because the glove takes away from the game. You know me, I'm hitting the ball hard as hell. And they you'd have stuck your hand out there, you'd have lost a finger. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So you hitting scuds down there too. You don't want to be around there.
Please,
you don't want to see me in no middle, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm one of the hardest come out of the Ville, man, in the middle, bro.
I knock you hard too. Coming at you. That's who I'm coming at. I'm coming at the man that's supposed to be the man. That's who
I got you. Hey, look, Mrs. Wade. Hey, it's 9 o'clock, man. I know we about to. Hey, look, they in the fourth quarter. 103 Miami, 95 Milwaukee. But we about to close out, and we're gonna have you on because you done took over my show last week, and I loved it, man. So you got to come back, bring the fellas back, and we got to do this again, man, because it's too much fun.
Anytime.
I appreciate it, man. It's definitely an honor to have you on, my brother.
It's an honor to be here, man. You can always ask me to come on the show. I'm good. I love to talk to sports, man. Any sport, really.
Okay, so hey, come through. You know, we got NFL coming, and I'm a big NFL. Real quick, you from Chicago? Go ahead and give me a list of your teams: football, basketball, and baseball. Your team.
Football.
Yeah. Does not say no Bears.
No. I'm really a Raider fan.
Okay.
At heart, I'm a Raider fan, and then of course I was with Kansas City this year. Because some of my family is from down in that area. So Kansas City and the Raiders. In baseball, I'm a Chicago Cub, diehard Chicago Cub fan, man. And I don't know. I like New York Mets, man. I always will. Will like the Mets, man. I was a big fan of the Mets back in the day. What was the other one?
Yeah, football,
basketball. You know who it is, the basketball.
Miami.
Not really, man. I've been in Miami 15 years, mainly because of my son was on the Heat. But right now, I still say, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Got to give it up to Miami. They still playing hard, man. So, yeah, Miami. And, of course, the Lakers normally. But right now, Lakers, I love the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of Lakers here. Kobe was my boy, bro. He was the greatest player to me. That never played the game. So that was my number one boy right there, Kobe.
I appreciated Kobe so much more after he retired. Like, I hated him when he was playing, man. And only because he was so great at what he does.
Yeah.
There was no diss to him. I hated what he was doing to the teams of the players I like.
I love what he did, man. You know what? Kobe, everybody said he was arrogant. Kobe wasn't arrogant. He wasn't arrogant. No, he wasn't. He was confident. He was confident.
Nah. He was arrogant, man. He was
confident. Man. He's confident. Trust me.
He was definitely confident.
You know what? He gave everybody else a pat on the back and told them what to do. That shows you he was confident in what he was doing. He wasn't arrogant.
No, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you got money and fame and fortune, people might, think that you're arrogant, and you might have a little bit of arrogance in you because you never, you got more than other people. But the real true Kobe Bryant, I think he helped more people along the way than he was arrogant. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I learned about him afterwards. That's why I started liking him. His mind, what he did with his business, and how he was as a family man. Those things start to outshine and compliment him, his game as a person.
Yeah.
So I really like that about Kobe, man.
Well, you keep up your show, man. 'Cause you got a good show, man. You got a good thing going on, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. And I'm going to link up with you very soon, man.
All right, man. Always.
All right. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. I'm going to talk some junk to you in a little while, brother.
All right, bro.
All right. Hey, I want to thank everyone for joining in and just sitting down and vibing with me and Mr. Wade as we talked a little bit about the bubble, about playoffs. Y'all let us know in the comments who y'all think is going to, if you have somebody, going as a sleeper or have somebody going to the finals, you want to change it up. I want to know what you got or what you're thinking about right now. But we're going to check you out next in about 2 weeks with someone new. And just stay updated on my page to see who I got coming on. Once again, thank you for joining, and I'm going to holler at y'all later.
Ladies and gentlemen, this your journey in Jarrell's journal. Vietnam, yeah, that's right. Nothing less but the best. This your journey in Jarrell's journal. Vietnam, stand up all over the globe. This your journey in Jarrell's journal. 2-6. In city, stand up. 2-6. This your journey in Jarrell's journal. Let's go.
Bring it with me, the source of your information. Created to cover all sorts of sports and many players. In the making, there is none other like it. From the majors to the minors, it's tailored to be enlightening. To politic with the globe and unfold an athletic platform for the world to behold. Stay tuned as I cover your thoughts and views. Innovating a structure to stand taller for the player of the day, making way for tomorrow. Consistent content distributed with quality as passions of the youth get used, creating prodigies. The cornerstone for the call-ins and interviews, opinions, countdowns, trivia's the latest news. Bearing gifts, so this from me to you, guaranteed to be what you don't want to miss. So have a seat, cause I'm back.